So this is a Tmax roll-up door. The one thing you want to do if you're installing the Tmax roll-up door is you definitely want to set your height limits before you start using the remote to raise and lower the door. If not, what will happen is what happened to one of my guys. They raised it and then they lowered it and then the pressure snapped the brackets. So definitely want to set that, but you want to know how to do that. And there's not very many instructional videos on how to do that. So I'm going to show you right now the best way to raise and lower and set your limits for the Tmax roll-up door. And this might apply for other doors as well. The first thing we do is we remove the screws to the cover, and that allows us to get in there and get the Allen key back in there to access the set screws. So you've got two set screws. The red screw is the lower set limit for the door lowering. What you want to do is you want to rotate this, and you want to rotate it a lot. It rotates freely. There is no stopping point. The gray screw that you see in there is to set the upper limits. So first step is in setting the upper height limit is you turn the screw to the negative until the door stops. And as soon as it stops about halfway, you leave it on, you leave the motor on, and then you start rotating towards the positive. And you rotate towards the positive this way. With the button on an upward position, you keep turning it to the positive like this. So now I'm going counterclockwise. And since the upward motion is on, as I turn it, it moves till I get it exactly where I want. So I just keep rotating that, and it'll move in increments. Let's rotate this back once. So the gray screw sets the limit for the height. The red screw sets the limit for where it stops at the bottom. You rotate that red screw continuously, going clockwise towards the positive until you get to a stopping point again, okay? And then with the door in the downward remote position, you take your hex key and you start rotating that to the positive. And the door with the remote in the downward position, it'll start moving in increments. Moving in increments till you get to the proper stopping point. And that's when you stop moving the screw to the positive. So as you can see, this will go down, it'll stop. And now it'll go up, and without any touching of the remote, it's gonna stop exactly where it should. So that's how you set your height and your lower limits for the Tmax roll-up door. Hope that helps.